hop, and this is why. The cat, he said, just look and see. That cat, he said, is after me. That he was gone with one big hop. The cat ran up, and I said, stop. Now stop, stop, stop. I told the cat, do not pick on the frog like that. The cat said, look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other ran two from one who came after. Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake ran the cat and the dog. They went past the shed and they went up a hill. I ran and I said I was... Yo, this is A Fly Went By, written by Mike McClintock, and I'm gonna rap this book. I sat by the lake, I looked at the sky, and as I looked, a fly went by, He said, oh dear, I saw him shake, he shook with fear. And when I saw that fly go past, I asked him why he went so fast. I asked him why he shook with fear. I asked him why he said, oh dear. He said, I must get out of here. The fly said, look, and you will see. That frog is after me. The fly went past, the frog came past. I asked the frog, I asked him why do you wanna get that fly? The frog said, me, I want no fly, but I must hop, and this is why. The cat, he said, just look and see. That cat, he said, is after me. That he was gone with one big hop. The cat ran up, and I said, stop. Now stop, stop, stop. I told the cat, do not pick on the frog like that. The cat said, look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other ran two from one who came after. Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake ran the cat and the dog. They went past the shed and they went up a hill. I ran and I said I was... Yo, this is A Fly Went By, written by Mike McClintock, and I'm gonna rap this book. I sat by the lake, I looked at the sky, and as I looked, a fly went by, He said, oh dear, I saw him shake, he shook with fear. And when I saw that fly go past, I asked him why he went so fast. I asked him why he shook with fear. I asked him why he said, oh dear. He said, I must get out of here. The fly said, look, and you will see. That frog is after me. The fly went past, the frog came past. I asked the frog, I asked him why do you wanna get that fly? The frog said, me, I want no fly, but I must hop, and this is why. The cat, he said, just look and see. That cat, he said, is after me. That he was gone with one big hop. The cat ran up, and I said, stop. Now stop, stop, stop. I told the cat, do not pick on the frog like that. The cat said, look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other ran two from one who came after. Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake ran the cat and the dog. They went past the shed and they went up a hill. I ran and I said I was... Yo, this is A Fly Went By, written by Mike McClintock, and I'm gonna rap this book. I sat by the lake, I looked at the sky, and as I looked, a fly went by, He said, oh dear, I saw him shake, he shook with fear. And when I saw that fly go past, I asked him why he went so fast. I asked him why he shook with fear. I asked him why he said, oh dear. He said, I must get out of here. The fly said, look, and you will see. That frog is after me. The fly went past, the frog came past. I asked the frog, I asked him why do you wanna get that fly? The frog said, me, I want no fly, but I must hop, and this is why. The cat, he said, just look and see. That cat, he said, is after me. That he was gone with one big hop. The cat ran up, and I said, stop. Now stop, stop, stop. I told the cat, do not pick on the frog like that. The cat said, look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other ran two from one who came after. Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake ran the cat and the dog. They went past the shed and they went up a hill. I ran and I said I was... Yo, this is A Fly Went By, written by Mike McClintock.
Yeah, there's no business being that fucking good, bro. Goddamn. Ain't that about some shit. Alrighty, boys and girls. It's only 4 days away. I can't wait till it's the day. It needs to be the day. I don't gotta wait. I need it now. Put it in my system. Put the function in my system. Come give me that wisdom. So ridiculous. How are we doing today, chat room? Find your time, girdle your loins, regurgitate your thoughts. Synchronize, hybridize to what is necessary. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Everybody wanna see in the dope when they wanna be on it. Catch the hell out of their shit because they know they wanna cause them a ditch because they know that they're riding. Hello, Master Wolf. Every now and again, whenever I look into games, such as the game that we'll be looking into today, I always go to the section inside of Steam because it's one of the ones that are being featured as a part of the Discord quest. And every single time one of those games are being featured, I always come across these comments inside of the Steam. Literally, log into Discord, rewards, play for 15 minutes, install game, start game, leave on login screen, Discord orbs, uninstalls. Great doing business. Another bloat / spyware. Run for 15 minutes on first screen without agreeing to DOS, get orbs and uninstall. Can't wait to have my data sold by Sentient to say to corporations wherever on the planet, log into Discord, Discord rewards, play for 15 minutes, install, start game, leave on login screen, get orbs, uninstall. Not a single thing designed to be remotely challenging in this game. Everything is flashy and looks cool, but requires the skill level of a cucumber to get off. 217 hours. Same issues, no fixes. But hey, skins to spend your money on. Yay. Fix your shitty game and render issues. Avoid this game, newcomers. Game stutters on login. Game stutters on starting video. Game stutters on menus. Servers don't exist. Thanks for 700 orbs. Oops, not even on the screen. Kappa. Thanks for 700 orbs. Install garbage without accepting TOS for Discord quest. Kernel level Chinese spyware. Love when genocidal dictatorship of China has kernel access to my computer and can censor whether or not I can or cannot talk online. Hearts? Why is this game taking over 100% GPU utilization being in the main menu? Worst 700 orbs ever, but hey, it's free. I can't complain. Almost all of these recently posted messages are all from people who basically only are looking at this game to get the orbs. And not a single one of them has anything to really say about the game. There are definitely ones that have something to say about the game, but it's not positive, which I find to be interesting. And whether or not it actually deserves mention or praise or whatever, we're going to find out, chat. That's a EULA. And hopefully it doesn't take that long to download. I always find it interesting whenever there's games on the market and those games get offered to the market, and the immediate reaction from most people is, I don't care about this game, I just want to have the free content being given to me by an application that shouldn't even be offering me free shit as a part of its ability to give me the chance to talk to other people playing the said video games I'm playing. The more things change, the more things stay the same, I suppose. It's ridiculous. Certainly, kernel level anti-cheats are bad. At the very least, hard to explain to you why it deserves to have it or needs it. Game's 32.6 gigabytes and is apparently a looter shooter. Whether that looter shooter is actually important or not, we're going to find out. But not a single positive message in any of the shit that had to offer. And yet, I feel like that's almost every single free video game in the marketplace. With the exception of the weeb fighters. And most of those weeb fighters are bad. Stars up. Hi, horror. I was answering the text from my woman. She's awake. Also, apologies to everybody. The reason I wasn't here yesterday is because I was handling a crisis. And I then had to put in the phone call to handle that crisis. And now I am here. It's also a mixture of intersparsal seasonal depression. However, this week, since the launch of PoE is going to be on Thursday, that's 4 days. Tomorrow, we'll probably have a movie matinee. And then, depending on how I feel about it on Wednesday, we will try to see, and I'll ask her if she has that copy of Wicked for Good, where I'll actively block out the rest of the evening on Wednesday for us to sit down and watch that inside the server. Because I believe we have finished the survey question for the community group gaming. And the finality question for how long the server wants the event to be was voted on 2 to 3 hours. And so, as I work through my mental ideas of how I want to go about planning this series of events that will have properly timed for a rotation of a week, I believe the first order of business is for us to continue catching up to the movie nights. We've been doing double movie matinees with a total of 4 movies, simply because it allows us to actually catch up to the amount of movies that we have to do. Otherwise, we would never be done. So today, or rather I should do it right now, I'm already looking at it, I will set up another list order of the polls for you all to vote on, so that you can choose what we will be watching. There we go. And there. Forms refreshed. You guys can now make your selections. I'll be doing things using Dino Forms when it comes to submissions for movies. For the gaming stuff, I have not figured out exactly what to do, because the problem here is, and it's always been the case whenever we try to do anything multiplayer, is the planning is not the problem. It is the game. The planning is not the problem. It is the game. The game and the willingness of people to play the game. So, to talk about that a bit while we're waiting on this download to happen. First of all, hello to everybody I didn't say hello to. But secondly, as I said it there inside of Community Group Gaming, I'm just going to walk through the mentality of this, alright? So first, I'll repeat what I wrote down. I know how I want to rehearse the answer. The game night's approved, and it's caveats. The game night has to be once a week, and the methodology of having variety games makes it hard and makes it almost guaranteed to not work because of the insurmountable amount of money that entails. The reason why is because the more expensive the game, the more harder and impossible it becomes to onboard everybody for said game. So, excluding the Jackbox Party Pack and any game included as a standalone to Jackbox that can be played without buying anything for people watching the stream on their cell phones. When you offer up a game that costs above $10, what that means is, if people wanted to play that game, but they're broke, someone needs to take money out of their wallet to potentially offer that person a copy of the game so that they can be included. I know that I've taken money out of my wallet to do this before in the past, and especially with some of the codes that more than likely will be given out when we get to the cross-community crossover event, including the codes that I still have from Dare Drop. as all of the active campaigns that I wanted to perform in, I can't because the codes are gone. And even on the ones that I could have wanted to perform in, we cannot take them because the Twitch numbers are still not there. So we cannot actually take those campaigns. It means the ability to provide codes for those opportunities of those games is small and low because as I am broke, as I am still a quarter pounder with no cheese, we are trying to get to a point where we can then have that opportunity available. So that if we're playing a game and someone says, I would love to play this game, but I can't because I am broke, I can pull a code out of my pocket and hand it to said people who want to be involved. Before in the past, I have done that, and then those people who I basically bought a code for then decided they wanted to misbehave and or be a nuisance upon the community and upon dictation. And with as far as administration went, with trying to adjudicate over those people, it just became untenable. That's not to say that I see it or that anybody else would see it as a waste, but it's like the reality. So, games that are free to cheap is the goal that we're looking for. Because Jackbox party packs are fucking expensive, even when they're on discount. Reading further. Therefore, the lobby size and the game size for max connectable players will be a problem depending on the level of engagement and the time that is available, and it cannot be as short as 1 to 2 hours. Now, I have placed 3 options, which was 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 6. If anybody, just freely, not even asking people, want to be able to offer, because there was a total of 9 votes, and 6 people who did vote inside of the poll voted for 2 to 3 hours. I would like for people to explain the idea behind 2 to 3 hours. While you do that, I'll continue reading. Tax block games are expensive, and unless I can find some for cheap, and or be able to afford them from my YouTube payments, and from my own money, from my payment months, we're going to try to do our best to source content that is free and cheap, and will not necessarily force you to learn another language, which includes any game that is made on a private server. As for the day of assignment, phone. As for the day of assignment, I have the idea of doing it on Sundays immediately after the yappin', or on Fridays in the evening. While this potentially takes away for time slots for versus chat and live content, I have a significant amount of deliverables that I owe, most of which are almost all from Axel Crusher, as well as other things that I want to do, such as the single player games I need to play through. And I don't want to fall behind on those things. However, I have, during stream and even off stream, been taking the time to go through and find more of those games for all of you to attempt to get into for community game night. So, of the ones that I already have, that we've done before in the past, both literally far back in the past, when I first made the party game list, to the ones that you all offered when you put through, those of you who did, put through your suggestions inside of the forums. Since the timer is 2 to 3 hours, we are looking for something that everybody can get into. And by everybody get into, I mean it is not just a one-off. It is something that can be played frequently, repeatedly, that people can figure out, learn, get good at, and encourages them to play without them necessarily having to open their wallet to do it. For obvious reasons, this disqualifies some that I would have added to the list, as I'm not going to do that to you all. So, for example, Once Human's not going to be part of that list. That's something that will be completely separate. And the reason why is because that is a game loop that I know that many of you cannot commit to. Either because you don't have the time, it's not in your interest, it's not the kind of game you play, or what have you. At the same time, as many of you can see, because I posted a thread in there from the 5th, things like MapleStory, which are free, and there are versions of the game in the Heroic server, formerly Reboot servers, that take away the necessary need of monetary gain through money, and instead replaces it with daily grinding. I would not, and am suggesting not, for games of that capacity. So, along that means things like New World Eternum. That means things like Throne and Liberty. That means things like Guild Wars. Because, as I said in my own tweet, I can say with the utmost certainty, because I did it manually without the level skipping, because there was a level boost to skip. I've leveled it from the starting level to 205 between 2 days, because it had 1+4 leveling. I'm not going to make you guys play something that is an MMORPG, like MapleStory, or RuneScape 3, or the like. And the reason why is, on top of the fact that I didn't personally enjoy it, I'm not going to put that level of complexity onto you all. So for those of you who had already experienced that level of gameplay with games like Don't Starve Together, imagine, for those of you that were there for that have tried that, and then imagine the level of complexity that a theme park MMORPG is going to impress upon you. And the fact that it's 2 to 3 hours means that that's not enough time for you to even be able to learn your controls, or for everybody to truly be organized to do something, since most of the world content, the game events, and the storylines are more designed around the fact that everybody does their own solo grinding, and then they get together for boss raids. And it's hard to do that, because then the same complexity that happens inside of something like Once Human happens there. Which is that a person plays the game, they start it up, they boot it up, whenever, they make their character, and then the amount of buttons that you're being told to press, the fact that you might be new to the genre, so you're completely foreign to it, the fact that you will want somebody to help you, if not hold your hand through the process until you get your bearings. It is very hard to do, especially if people miss dates. That, and the fact that there are some pieces of content that, because of the nature of how those games work, that's daily rating, and it's not something that you can repeat. Because it's not something you can repeat, if somebody shows up late, and it's like, hey guys, I'm finally here. Ooh, we already did this raid. You're going to have to wait till next time. If there's not enough people for them to go again with, then people are going to miss out. And I don't want to do that to people. That's already hard, that's already confusing, that's already annoying, that's already complex, and I know that if I was the person in the situation, I'd be pissed. So I can only imagine how some of you would be. And then lastly, looking at a couple of the submissions, while naming no names, some of the games, such as TF2, Deep Rock Galactic, Natural Selection, Warframe, Lethal Company, Final Fantasy XIV, Darktide, Jump Space, Kahoot, Howl World, Gardic Phone, Expensive. There are plenty others on this list as well. The majority of them are expensive. So whatever it is we decide to do, whatever conclusion we come to collectively, as well as whatever I can find, we are going to have to figure out some type of rotation. Some type of scheduling, some type of rotation. Now, we've done group gaming events in the past before. So, those of us that already own Helldivers, that is already an option that's on the table. However, there are some of us, again, naming no names, they already know who they are, There are some of us inside of the community that have made pledges that they are not going to play games that have kernel level anti-cheats. Simply because OPSEC, because they don't want that on their system, because they have older systems and they don't want to complex the problems of downloading them. Some people have weak computers, what have you. So, just like I did the other week, I'm testing these things in the background, as well as live on camera, while covering other shit. So, if there is a game that you want looked into, that you've mentioned to me before, or that you have not mentioned to me before, that you believe would be good for the event, please go inside the Discord and go into Community Group Gaming and put in submissions, and I will look at them and I will test them. For those that are unfamiliar, Community Group Gaming is in the bottom heart of the server. It is down here. The poll has already been concluded. Down in casual colored memes. I can't talk, I got cotton mouth. It's here in casual colored memes. It's the same place where you can find the CCM chat and the CCG chat. Go in there. Leave the submissions. If you're not already a part of the Discord, become a member of the Discord. This section of the server is completely available to everybody who joins. Do it on your own leisure. Do it at your own time. Post the things there. I will look into them. I will see them. If you've mentioned something to me before, please just make sure to mention it to me again in there, because I've got several things going on and I have probably forgotten. Besides that, I think the only thing left would be to vote on what day it is. My suspicions already, as I had already mentioned, is to put it on Sunday, after the Appian. However, because many of us have different days and different times, I'm going to instead put it up as a poll inside of the server, again. To let you all vote on it, since the people who are going to be in the server are more than likely going to be the same people in the event. So I'm going to set that poll up right now. I'm going to put the duration up for, I guess until the end of this week is fine. So we're going to put the submission up for 1 week. And whatever gets voted on by the community is what's going to happen. Because there's no other way to make sure to have people commit to it if it's not pre-planned ahead of time. Obviously. I know that's one of the concerns that a lot of people have. Because we're all busy. We all have our own schedules that we keep. We all have our own shit that we do. Not everybody has the ability to work from home and play video games all the time and be spoiled like I can. So, this is how we're going to do it. If it needs to happen this way or it doesn't happen at all. That's the long and short of it. I have no other way that I can phrase this. It has to be planned like this, or it does not happen. Because for the amount of people that say that they don't know when I do things, and they keep asking these questions, despite the fact that I've made this clear, both inside of my DMs on other platforms, as well as people choosing to contact me on those platforms for whatever reason they think that they can after they've been whatever. People who say that they watch, people who say that they like to engage and interact, but they don't have the time, or what have you. I've always made it clear that I organize things through 3 things. Twitter, community page, Discord. Because while the Discord is open and public, it does have age restriction. It was made suggestion to me by administration that we need to also have a potential restriction on new accounts that are random. So unless a person is new to Discord and they've never made a Discord before, and they have a gray egg name, you're going to want to make sure to let me know that that is your account so that we don't accidentally ban you. Because we've been having, and there's been top reports of scam bots going into people's discords to try and hack people, especially during these holiday seasons. So, that's my opinion. The Negro has spoken. Dang, dang. Anyways, does anybody have any comments, questions, or concerns? Speak now, or forever hold your nappiness. I'm all wheezy.
Okay, well, I have to. They're trying to do
30 seconds. Going once, going twice, going thrice, fried rice. Okay. Moving on to new business then. I already know that the streamer awards have come and gone. I do not care. How's everyone doing? I'm alive, Foster. We just got finished talking about how we're going to plan out and proceed forward with Community Group Gaming Night since it's been approved. There's a new poll up in the server. Vote on it at your own leisure. So I've already looked into the news stories about the streamer awards, and the most obvious news to discuss about it is also the most meaningless piece of information to communicate about it, which is weird in and of itself, especially since this is like a nothing burger of a story, which is, make sure this isn't the porn screen, Peanut. The Burt Peanut. Those of you who were listening to and following my Arc Raiders coverage knows that this is one of the many streamers that created clanner behavior on Arc Raiders. So, what happened? Burt Peanut mobilized his community to troll the suggestions and voting box for the totally not rigged and not planned Streamer Community Award for Best VTuber. Historically, he says that he is not a VTuber. He is not a person who cares for or is a part of Oshi culture. And he actually has extreme contempt for the very thing that he was voted for. But because he is one of the content creators that is inside of the Poggers and WL community, the fact that he mobilized his audience meant that he won the award, where he then proceeded to shit on VTubers by saying, haha, you lost to a fucking peanut, bro. Imagine spending all this money on your rigs, and you guys got fucking washed by a fucking Instagram filter. There have been multiple opinions, which is to say, 3 opinions repeated over and over again. The first opinion is, if you react to this in this way, you're getting rage baited. The second opinion is, wow, what a cock. And the third opinion is, why do I care? This isn't a real award show, and you people are fucking social appetites. From this post, before the elitist and haters start saying he's not a real VTuber, you're also telling PNG tubers and other VTubers who don't spend money on their models that they're not real VTubers either. Pause. No, they're not. Being a VTuber means that the reason you became a broadcaster is to effectively protect your identity while still being able to participate in content. You put time into a persona, you put time into your efforts as your identity, not as your body. And content does not mean, as I said on my tweet, being a nuisance streamer with a digital avatar. V stands for virtual, not anime. He's virtual, entertaining, and hilarious. The text is blocking the chat. And obviously his community showed up for him. You guys just sound jealous to me. Regardless, if he doesn't consider himself a VTuber, he does fit the category. It's clear whatever he's doing is working. And the thing about this is that, as we should know, the Twitch category, when it comes to VTuber, is just a throwaway category that doesn't mean anything. Never has, never will. It is a category that doesn't mean shit. Because if you know anything about the Twitch culture, they're all people who have done the pivot. They're all people who have done the pivot of saying they are just guys and girls just doing this thing to be goofy and silly. I would prefer somebody like Code Miko be a person who would make the kind of comment. And it's like I don't know what to really say here in terms of analysis outside of, are we fucking joking? Because that's ridiculous. Because the way this goes, allegedly, Peanut has his community rage bait by getting him voted in. Then Iron Lung, which is to say Iron Mouse, says, wow, I love this. This is so great. This is so good. And then immediately, because she said it, multiple people start defending him being given this award. It's just one of the many nothing burgers that came from the night. Meaning that manufactured drama, a lot of dumb shit, a lot of things that didn't need to be said. Women being unfunny and making unfunny jokes and not being interesting while they do so. Pretty much the who's who of the WL and bloggers community, putting on suits and dresses and pretending like this was an actual real award show happening in California amongst the real celebrities and stars of Hollywood. Even being so fake and gay as to copy actual real drama that happened at actual award shows, including them attempting to have a Kanye moment. Now, in terms of the actual YouTuber conversation, the only thing that is relevant about Burnt Peanut is that in his time before Arc Raiders, he was a Tarkov player. Then he swapped to Arc Raiders, and basically is the definition of a loudmouth attention nuisance streamer. With the exemplification being that Arc Raiders was going to die, but not in the way in which people described it. And so his entire goal operandi since then, while co-streaming with up to 5, 6, 7 people all the time, was to turn the game into basically a battle royale. And then brag about his numbers being up and being big, because he spent a lot of time creating the Raider shit that happened. And just basically constantly courting controversy and saying shit to get attention and hatred from being annoying. So, a digital Neon. A digital Johnny Somali. But it's a VTuber. VTuber. Using what is effectively a rig. From there, there's Smugalana's opinion. Male gamer in extraction shooter community who streams with pros like Shroud and Summit G is mockingly called a VTuber by his viewers because 99% of VTubers are cute anime girls. He protests and says, "No, I'm not." This is like somebody calling your Oshi a dude with a voice changer. It's a joke. You're reading too much into it. If you think he genuinely hates VTubers, you've been successfully rage baited. And the clip of him saying he should troll VTubers, the context of that clip was him asking another streamer in a call if he would vote for him for Best FPS Streamer, and they responded, "Of course I'd vote for you, for Best VTuber." It was funny. Shroud leans into the joke and says you should do it to piss off the VTubers. You're having an aneurysm on Twitter about it, proving them right. So, from one of the 3 autistic women amongst the VTubers, accordingly and allegedly, it's not that serious a joke, you shouldn't be losing your mind, blah, 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 blah. And then, there's my opinion. Screaming at the top of your lungs while collab streaming in a social hug box that doesn't engage with people outside of that group so that you can have X times 10 the virality and exposure on LSF is not content. It's being a nuisance streamer with an avatar, which is what most Twitch streamers are. As far as I'm concerned, the thing that is important to take away from this is just like it ever was. There is only an interest inside of Twitch to try and platform other people when it comes to bringing up controversy and drama. Because for the greater event itself, there was nothing valuable to take away from that situation or from that content. As far as I care about the VTuber shit, it's an annoying person. He's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. Whether or not they stay around and they are longevitous after this, that's like watching about Pirate Software, who's still crashing out. But the thing that's more interesting about the Streamer Awards is how all of the people who were there at the Streamer Awards were people who basically tried to work together to deplatform Ethan Klein, and basically took every single bit of humor of situations that were not that important and not that serious to make jokes in light of shit that was actual real controversy about the platform, and saying nothing important about the space itself. It's a perfect representation of exactly the reason why Twitch is a shit platform. That's the who's who. And of course, even in them having an award amongst themselves, they still found a way to try and piss people off about things. Such as iShowSpeed actively being annoyed by the fact that his around the world tour of visiting places and people and experiencing new cultures and IRL content was beaten out by Mafiathon 3. For which most people here don't know what the fuck that is. Things like that. Who cares? The only reason it came up on the timeline for people to care about this is because of the VTuber connection. And I don't really get how this is positive for the site. Because, and I'm not going to take us back to the circles, but this goes back to the circle. Like, they literally just did a campaign where they were talking about VTubers feeling welcome on the website and feeling like they should make their career on Twitch. And then one of your biggest content creators, Cutie Cinderella, decides to announce that actually she and Ludwig would be much happier not doing content after being interviewed by Dexterito, while at the same time, the platform continues to have problems that they won't address because they're more focused on trying to suck the cock of whoever happens to be the big figure at the time. So you say you like VTubers, but you have a streamer that basically makes an award show that makes a fucking farce of the representation of VTubers. You got VTubers there that are basically defending this behavior, saying like, bro, you're just getting rage baited, you're just getting rage baited. Meanwhile, people who are not actually in that sphere of influence don't know who the fuck these people are. And while it might be an interesting story for now, it's gonna disappear in like a day and a half. I'd say 2 days tops. We'll see after Asmongold talks about it, because he waited to see the entire event happen and watch most of it, so that he could wait to see what stories form out of it. So you're going to be hearing a lot about it within the next few days. Mark my words, chat. Mark my words. Meanwhile, Terminull Brigade is done downloading. There's also a couple of dumb stories here and there that aren't really important. Some of which is the revisionism people are doing about people like Anita Sarkeesian. Which, I can show you that one right here, real quick. Blatantly lying about gaming and stealing from other creators in the space, doing it while making the hate makes the hate and judgment justified. All the women before her, crying victim tears and disenfranchising multiple men and women out of the gaming sphere who opposed her, and living the scene off for worse. All this from, good old context references, post to woman who gets a hate for no reason. This is pretty much the kind of story that this story amounts to. But while we're on the story of Anita Sarkeesian, one thing that I appreciate, having been a child of that era, I love the fact that I never have to see another fucking post from that woman again. In a time period surrounded by people who can't stop saying the name Kim Belair, it feels so good that I don't have to hear from the fucking Canadian sister. That's so great. I love it. Goddamn. I remember when I was first sitting down and writing out the niggas be yapping. I remember writing that point into my dissertation when I was breaking down that video a year and I guess a half now ago. Back when we first saw a post from 8-Bit Closed Fist. The legacy of Anita Sarkeesian is basically the entirety of YouTube being broken into further pieces by people who wanted to collectively shame people out of existing. Her best legacy is having had an on-and-off relationship and having built a company with Jonathan McIntosh and calling Sargon of Akkad a garbage human from live on stage at VidCon 2017. Which, here are the two sides of what makes up supposedly the two front-facing connections of the third front-facing connection being Kick, that represents all of broadcasting and content creation on the internet. You got one side that's a big fucking cathedral-like ivory tower club that we ain't in, giving each other ass pats on the back to increase their social rating, and content creators that actively say other people are bad people, but can't take the time to watch the content from the people that they claim are evil Nazis. And the rest of them basically saying, you should watch my video essay content because mine is the most purest and the most spiraliest. And then over on Kick, you've got a guy fucking throwing his life away and the life of all the people in the car with him away because he's crashing into a goddamn tunnel, racing down the fucking street going, which is a story I did not cover because it's not worth covering. Namely because I found it disgusting. The less you know, the better. And secondly, it was an open shot case. That motherfucker was street racing and playing with other people's lives in the car. We've already seen that Kick will ban content creators that behave like that. So, yeah, good. Get that motherfucker off the platform. Ban them permanently. Don't let them come back. I wish we could do that to more platforms, but we can't. I'm not a person that cares for censorship, but I am a person who loves gatekeeping. Love it. Love, 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 love it. Love it. Needs to have more of it. Because the more fucking time we waste allowing people like this to basically lead the conversation, the more it creates this feedback loop of garbage. And I'm tired of trash. I'm tired of the trash making shit worse for us. However, I can tell you one thing that I didn't expect to happen in the proceedings of going through and doing what I could to try and look into and concern myself with finding games for us to play. There is a high possibility that one of the mini games that we'll be able to play... Wow, that's loud. Wow, that's loud. Well, I can see the buffering that they're talking about. Shit, you can even hear it, chat. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let it do its thing. Buffering video, buffering sound effects, buffering opening screen delay. I do not live in Afghanistan. What the fuck? Huh? I don't live in Afghanistan. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the things that I've actually noticed while going through all of the games that are possible that could be played for free, that people could be able to get into as a part of game night, I looked into the fact that one of the ones was one of the first ones I enjoyed deeply while I still played a lot of it. And that would be Heroes of the Storm. But you see, that involves us having to play on accounts that are connected to Battle.net. And it's an interesting feeling how much bile rose in the back of my throat at the thought. But then I thought about it and I thought, you know what, it's probably not that bad. It's probably not that bad.
The technological marvel Terminull is officially online. Countless users are flocking to Terminull.
That's loud. That's loud. Thank you, game. Holy shit. Every time, these games are so fucking loud, man. The bile rose in the back of my throat when I thought about it. But I considered the fact that this is the game that basically is so good that of course Blizzard would invest all of their time in trying to make Overwatch 2 into a thing, and pumping their time and energy into Diablo 4 and Diablo 2 Resurrected. So at the end of the day, for what it's worth, getting people to be invested into something that's already free, it's not that big of a deal. I think we're all mature adults that have gotten to the point where we've made our peace with what Blizzard has done and what they represent to us, that it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. Not anymore. You can't have your outlook at it be that you're putting your faith into something that basically reflects your disdain. I have to express it as a window capture. Yeah, window capture. To express your disdain of it, as I will never play a Blizzard game because fuck Blizzard for Blizzard reasons. It's worth it that you'll have to decide whether or not that is a decision that you will want to make playing other Blizzard games. Because let's see here. Warcraft, Warcraft Classic, Warcraft Rumble, that's new, and Classic Warcraft, Diablo 4, Diablo Immortal, Diablo 3, Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo, Overwatch 2, Hearthstone, StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, Call of Duty, Black Ops Remastered, god damn it, so many. So Black Ops 4, Modern 2 Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, Modern Warfare, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Warzone, Black Ops 6, and now Black Ops 7. Since obviously they're Activision, Blizzard King, Microsoft. Whether or not you choose to play all of these video games are pretty much up to you. Because, and it's not even in the category of the major offers, as I can show you here on the screen, it is off in the more section of the Battle.net screen. Since basically it serves more like a representation of modern content to be offered through Microsoft than others. Because over here, under more, Crash Bandicoot 4, which was already there, Doom the Dark Ages, Sea of Thieves, Pro Skater 3 and 4, The Outer Worlds 2, the Arcade Blizzard Collection, Avowed, and then Here's the Storm as a MOBA. The game is effectively on life support. And as it is a free game, of course the way that they monetize it is things like the heroic reinforcement budget. So, for $40, you can increase your roster by adding 30 heroes to your collection, including characters from all their titles. Do not buy this. That's the most I can say to you. It's like if I was to suggest any of you to play League of Legends or to play Smite, which I won't. Also, Smite and Smite 2 is technically off the list, because Smite 2 requires you to have an investment of a early adopters bonus, unless they've taken that away already. But then also, it is complex to play, both the first game and the second game, and I would not tell you all to give your money to a company that basically will ban your account should they decide that the way that you ask them to solve problems makes them think that you have a problem with them, so that they can enforce being hypocritical, as we discovered that on the last broadcast that I talked about that one. But, as is with any MOBA, the way that they monetize this game while it's inside of its form of maintenance mode updates is that it's on a form of life support supported by you buying shit like this. So, as I say, I'm not sure if I can bring the bile out of my throat to not make me want to throw up. Looking at things like their Welcome to the Nexus bundles to round out the heroes that they offer you, as they will always give you free options on a free week rotation versus the ones that you can just use whenever you want. This is something that doesn't actually require that much focus and that much investment in. So, for what it's worth, that's something that's on the list, as is Marvel Rivals. So, it is whatever it is. It literally was a thought that occurred to me, because I looked into people who were still playing the game, and there's actual people that I know still playing the game. They've made updates, they've made changes, and yet, Blizzard. I find that to be wild, considering the levels and depths that I've gone to find things for everybody that they could get into. The things I do to give you all time. I have to look at that in a second. Alright. Back to this. You can only have Chinese characters, English letters, and numbers up to 7 Chinese characters or 14 letters and numbers. Connecting. Attempting to connect.
I transported you to the deep data space. Head to the target zone and retrieve the Lawkeeper's coordinates.
That's a lot of skin. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Movement tutorial. It had a little bit of lag when it started up, but my FPS is normal. This is somewhat similar to the tutorial that they gave me when I tried playing Fragpunk. Then again, they're all made by Chinese companies, so they're all similar.
Everything comes to a conclusion. Witness
Ready?
my power.
I fell off the platform. Hold to shoot. Left control to evade. E skill. C skill. Q skill.
Watch and learn, guys. Watch and learn.
I have no idea what that is. Supposedly that's my
Where do you
ultimate.
think you're going?
That's my E.
Can't touch me.
You really think you
Send.
can escape?
Game on.
Descend.
Woohoo!
Dive attack. And I fell off the platform again.
My game, my rules. Next room.
I'll let you off this time.
Good work purging the virus. The system has synchronized all coordinate data. Return for now. There's a more urgent mission at hand.
Okay. Enemy girl number 1, please, okay? Aurora. Control. Just too busy suffering through ass speed shadows. You're gonna dip? No worries. Have fun at work. So let's see here. Control character. As one of the world's top esports players, Aurora treats life like a game, which she always comes out on top. The virus taking over most of the terminal world. She found her next target, taking down the virus. Ultimate skill. So I can area to create a force field. Enemies in the force field get inflicted with stagnant. During the ultimate skill, shots that hit enemies have 50% chance to trigger data stream, which deals additional damage, falling on top of them like Starfall. Gotcha's primary shield throws a flare variant forward, pulling enemies in with blast radius to the center, applying stagnant for 5 seconds. Taking off. Aurora dashes upwards and remains airborne for 10 seconds. Using the skill again, terminates the flight and initiates dive attack. using space and left alt to ascend and descend while in the air. Passive. Hitting controlled enemies has a 20% chance to trigger data stream. Colonel. A soldier through and through, Colonel is bound to a code of honor. He holds himself and everyone around him to strict military standards, even with the virtual world. When the virus invaded, he answers Aeon's call, taking on the quest to purge the virus and protect his comrades. Ultimate skill, vulnerable ultimate. Multiple opening, I can't read. Select an area in which to deploy drones, continuously bombing the area for 8 seconds. Bombed enemies are inflicted with fragile. See, you say fragile here, then you say enfeebled here. Enfeebled. Fragile enemies receive 25% more damage. Justice Strike. Hello, Soldier 76, but Chinese. Launch one missile, locking on enemies and inflicting fragile. Tactical Shield. Granted. Allied characters 50% of Colonel's health with temporary shield and temporary max shield for 5 seconds. So, they give you a choice of 2 characters, and then you get another rogue tier for free for logging in for 7 days. Interesting. Well, we have to consider the important rule here, chat. If I'm gonna play a character and will stare at somebody's ass, I'm gonna stare at an ass that looks attractive. We're playing the woman. Make the trans jokes now. Terminull / Evangelion Season 2 Rebirth Code Invasion. This season's Gears and Cores will carry over to Internal Space next season. All modes progress will set in the new season. Interesting. So it appears that this game has seasons, and they actually do resets, but they allow the Gear and Core to carry over to whatever Eternal Space is. So a little bit of downer for those that don't like those things that reset. Accessories, characters, modes. All new rogue tiers. Yuri and Diana have officially entered the terminal. Amidst the Chaos Combat with the virus core, the Tiller's data was successfully overridden by the memory signatures of Oscar and Ray from Parallel World. Now they return to the front lines with entirely new combat profiles. Combat skins, combat suits. Don't know what the hell that is. A new mission has been accepted. Don't forget to claim your reward after completing it. I've successfully located the coordinates of Ring City. It's in critical condition. Head out and purge the virus. What happened? And well, not much. The stream has just technically started. Hello, sir. Alright. So, even though the game lagged opening and had visual problems opening, once it's open, the graphics quality is whatever. So I'm going to bring it down to medium. F10 to save. And we're going to use mouse and keyboard. Even on medium, the characters' profiles are fine.
Where do you think you're going? Reloading.
That was bad lag. Controls seem fine.
Hey newbie, catch this.
That's twice I saw stutter lag.
Hey, best friends stick together.
Equip pickup. Defeated enemies drop gear will automatically collect. Equip gear outside of runs to gain powerful stat boosts. Equipment gear totals are uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and immortal.
Hey, gotta reload.
Looks like it gives you a single track gaming, so it's kind of like a slide gunner.
Yeah.
Gives you updates for your primary skill use. Still on the track.
Yeah.
Make some more enemies.
Woohoo! Lift off! Hey, newbie, catch this! Hey, best friends stick together! Yeah. Reloading! Next room!
Simple.
Yeah.
So, it's not exactly that difficult.
Game on!
Or at least so far it's not that difficult. Now receive. Weapon chip. Primary attack power, secure primary power, lightning damage after every full weapon attacks. The next attack applies an instance of lightning chain damage, dealing skill damage. That's a core slot, whatever the hell that is. Clear, claim your mission reward. What the hell is that? You do main missions and side missions separately. Completing missions can generate rewards. Click your button to gain your reward. But can I read what it is? No. Click to receive it. Code. Okay. Wants me to do another main mission. Congratulations on creating the gear. Go here and equip it. Equip to get the gear mode. Gear is divided into 3 ships. Ships, armor, and accessories. Each type carries different attributes. Click this to open the gear list. Gear carries perk affixes granted by the arbiters. Weapon chip you acquired carries Slow's Chain Lightning perk, which triggers when you fire. And it was using a screenshot from the Chinese game. Here you view the chips installed in weapon slots. Right click them to equip them. Try equipping one now. So this goes here. Don't have a speed chip, but I do have a weapon chip. Proficiency level must equivocate to the rogue level. Seems like the player characters have personal stories that you can fill in. They gain key potentials, apparently. And these act as augments. They also gain a new weapon type. Interesting. So here are the locked weapons. This is unlocked via character. This is unlocked by whatever a Taiko store coin is. Is this what a Taiko coin is? No, it's a platinum coin. Alright, seems like he's going to give me free control to look around now. So let's look at the shit that we have available, chat. Let's learn as much as we can about this game. First, we go to the cash shop. Skins, more skins, more skins. So, skin outfit, collapse skin, rogue tiers, and new skins. You get the items, themed outfits, weapon skins, something for the Night Stalker profile back, a communication spray, Avatar Kernel, and the legendary accessory for Gloria's weapon. And this corresponds to a key. Unlock the advanced gear gift by obtaining more splendid legendary costume. Unlock the advanced gear. Why is this purple and red? by obtaining a resplendent legendary costume. And then it says very clearly at the bottom of the page with an access link, you are only purchasing the rights to this NFT for the use of the selected items here, and any content that is obtained for them that is subject to the term of agreement. And then a different set, and it looks like it's all based around keys. Same thing here with another one, all based around keys. Decoder. Use the decode data from the data vault. Each decoding attempt consumes 1 decoder. Data weave. Residual data left after disassembling skins in the virtual world can be used in the data loom to redeem other appearances. So it's purely skins, so far, what it says. I do not care for your video. So, you've got a costume. You've got another costume. Weapon accessory. Another costume. Hello, knockoff character from Apex Legends. Hello, secondary knockoff character from Apex Legends. Another weapon skin. Another weapon skin. A picture for the profile. More cosmetics. Hello, knockoff discount Jinx. Another costume. A different color for the same costume that we just played with this character. An even edgier version for the 76 knockoff. A Tiny Tina knockoff. Which, if that's her natural costume, this one is looking a little bit, how should one say? Whoa! China! Weapon skin, weapon skin, weapon skin. Spray paint, weapon skin. Weapon skin, no. Cosmetic spray. Avatar, avatar, profile. Profile. So, cosmetics. Nothing purchased from this that requires money. Nothing too critical, at least. I'm gonna bring the fucking volume down so I can hear myself think. So all of this is cosmetic stuff. Then you have packages. Skin. What is a mech energy can? It is a blade accessory.
Once my blade is drawn.
Okay, don't care. Fan pack. Season starter, season pass. Season starter pass wants to give you a extreme discount on currency and a respawn token with a decoder. And it wants to give you a discount of 60 from 300 to 12 or 320. So you look here. What does purified data cost? An exorbitant amount. $1, $5, $10, $25, $50, $100. Normal currency amounts for whales, but let's keep looking and see if we can find something that's debaucherous about it. So, this is a starter pass. As we see here, 60 is equal to $1. 300 is 5. So 320 is what? $5.20? So you've got a offering for $1 investment, a $5 investment, another $5 investment, at least a $7-ish to $6 investment, and a bunch of more skins. What's inside the advanced package? 10 decoders, more coins, and a shaping core. And in the shared bundle, shaders to unlock variants of skins. And in this one, glorious shaders. So, reskin color, technical utility value. Not looking good. Skins are expensive. Platinum coin store. Buying a shader, buying respawn tokens, buying a basic locator with a weekly purchase. Buying an advanced locator with a weekly purchase. Buying a rename card. Bonuses. A subscription model? No. These are purchase bonuses. 30-day bonus to get a drop bonus, more mode progression bonus, revival bonus, code bonus, proficiency bonus, and a seasonal item bonus. So you get a daily drop bonus for logging in, where high quality gear rates drop more during a run, gaining 3% more code during settlement, gaining more proficiency during settlement, getting a +1 revive bonus, getting Arbiter perk refresh 1 and a 40% reduction in gear and gem refinement costs, and a free season mode early weekly item plus bonus for locators, advanced locators, and angel locators. Whatever the fuck those are. You can buy each bonus independently for a 30-day amount for basically pennies on the dollar, from $1.50 to $3, or you can get all the bonuses together for $5.69 at 58% value, chat. Event shop. Discount Bomber Girl. They offer you a superb value to immediately unlock Gloria, which also comes with a rare skin for her gun and platinum coin. It's a permanent limited one office purchase for only 180 code. It's a superb value. And then, in the Season 2 value gift, they want to offer you this shit. It's a 690 value, which means it's like $10 and, well, actually no, $13-ish, something. Maybe. No, 90. $12 value. But then this, $21.20. This is like $15, $17 value, randomly. Making sure to highlight it so you look at it in the store. And a battle pass, paid battle pass, with additional collector's edition content. Wow! And it's all stuff that you should be getting for free. Embarrassing. Now, it does have a free award pass. But it looks like your value is cut in half. $1 to $2, $20 to $60. Oh no, it's worse than half. $10K to $5K. $50 to $150. And then, in the exchange, more skins, decoder, more skins, currency, profile pictures, so on top of getting reduced value for playing for free, they inherently put it in your face to show you what you're losing because you don't pay the money. And then the pass repeats. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. 10 to 30. And then at the back, just an extra 100. Just cuz. Cuz fuck you, I guess. But I want to keep looking at the window. Lame. So, the game is trying to make you spend money on stuff you shouldn't need for a game that's supposed to be free to play, that's supposed to be a PvE shooter.
stick together.
So we can already see that the character upgrade did a lot.
Yeah.
However, it does not seem like it's very, very difficult. At least not this character. Maybe the guy was more difficult.
Where do you think you're going? Yeah.
It appears that I have a right click.
Show me something.
Yes, I do.
Hey, gotta reload. Yeah. Woohoo! Lift off! Hey, best friends stick together. Next room. Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Yeah.
Got the shit. Level went by fast in a breeze. Got another weapon chip. Congratulations on getting gear. Go place it. They are very determined to make sure that I do not experiment myself and don't make a mistake. This one, lightning attack, freeze frame. So, different upgrade. More better, more gooder. When E, primary damage deals damage, increase primary damage by 405% for 1 second until frozen on first enemy hit. Triggered once every 3 seconds. No cores. Seems fine. Back here. Exchange store. Tycho store. What is Tycho coins? Widely circulated in Terminull. Obtained by participating in Terminull activities or by used by exchanging platinum coins. Can be used to select items in the store. Fracture data. Restructure the base data of a gear or core to add a sub-attribute, guaranteed success. You set last sub-attribute of gear. You roll all sub-attributes with chance to redeem divine attributes. You set the first sub-attribute of a gear. Buy Gloria outright. Interesting. Then we have the gear store, which trades off of dim gear fragment and code. Can't buy it. Point store. Action points obtained from the corrected action game mode. Exchange for a variety of different rewards, such as a blade skin and refactor data. Then the passes and the data vault. This is the life in the Terminull token. After completing the token, you can choose from the themed outfits. So this is part of the cash shop. Or an offshoot of the cash shop. And then, over here, you have daily missions, just like every other battle pass. And a request for you to do hard level content as a part of the event. A repeatable cycle of city mission to get XP for your invasion pass. Then the event. 7-day sign in to then get the opportunity to get another self-selection for Aurora Kernel. Then the ability to get an epic Kernel skin. Decoder, Tycho coin, decoder, code, decoder. 2, 4, 9. And this is 10. So they give you 10 decoders to try to open something in the cash shop boxes for what are glorified mystery box pulls on banners. So they want to get you addicted to the crack early. This is Terminull, brain fart. This is Terminull Brigade, something that was being offered for people to play as a part of a quest on Discord. I already heard of the game before, but I kept putting off looking into it. But since the goal for Community Game Night has passed, I'm trying the games out myself to see whether or not I would suggest them for the rest of the community to play as a part of that day. Also, that poll is inside of the Discord. Vote on it. It will be up for the remainder of the week. So, they give you 10 shots of crack addiction. What is this? Arbiter Anecdotes. Complete main requests. Log in for 2 days and complete security main requests 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Code. Smoke device. Tycho coins. Respawn coins. Tycho coins. Code. What is this? Code 200. Barbecue voice command. Glorious Path weapon skin. Then, the premium event, where I'm automatically given Terminull fragments for free. If I eliminate 300 enemies, I get another 100. If I perfectly clear one corrective action flight, I get another 100. Collect Terminull fragments and get a head start towards reading new rogue tiers and skins in Season 2. I get the ability to choose one of 2 roguelike characters, either Diana or Yuri, which correlates to the combat suit of the character that they will be replaced by for their legendary skin, for Asuka or Rei, and then a supply asking me for those amounts of fragments to be redeemed. So, how many do I actually have to have? So my choice is that I get to choose one or the other. And if I make the choice of who I choose to redeem, I don't get to choose change back as part of this event. Very interesting. So which girl do I think is more attractive, basically, is what they're saying to me. Red or white, 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 red or white. I don't know what the character does, so I can't even tell whether or not one is more investment or than the other, which is a horrible way to give people choices. But I suppose we're going to choose the German. I have received Diana. Then I need another 100 fragments to then redeem her combat suit skin. So at least they give you that for free. Eliminate enemies. Then on another screen, gifts. I receive refractor data and empowerment core. I don't know why it says checked in for a total of 3 as though I've been here. But okay. Give that to me for free, I guess. I've literally never played this video game. I've never logged in except for once. It gave me 2 rewards on the first day. Negro powers! Communication sprays, skins, first tune core, final tune core. It's this, season supply. Own a designated season 2 skin or unlock the season pass for a limited bonus boost. This will get unveiled on the 17th. All this is asking me to own the Combat Suit Series Low Tiers, which requires me to play the game. Weekly training session. Advanced locators to use for the exclusive mode Chain of Disorder and shit. Login for 1 day total. Login for 2 days total. Login for 3 days total. Perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. Today's Arbiter. Login daily to select an Arbiter card. Reveal an Arbiter to retain this corresponding reward with a chance to retain 2 Arbiters or even all Arbiter rewards. Select an Arbiter card first. I picked this one. This is an exchange. An arbiter under Aeon's jurisdiction that oversees business and commerce, the personification of wealth, gnaws and his shop at proliferated all over Terminull as an neutral party and middleman, seeks profit over all. Arbiter of wealth gnaws. Accept your destiny. Rebel against fate. I'll take the money. And then back here. So I need to go do this. And then premium benefits. Join the community. Team up with fellow rogue tiers on Discord. No thank you. Redemption code center. After redeeming a reward, claim it from your mail. Terminull Brigade codes. Let's go look for some. Terminull Brigade code. Redemption codes. Discord, Game Rant, Destructoid, Terminull Brigade codes, additional codes, aside from the blah blah blah. Game Rant. Terminull Brigade is a PvE co-op shooter with roguelike mechanics, making each match unique and exciting. I don't know about that one, Arthur Novenchenko. Encounter numerous enemies, loots, cool abilities, unique in the store. Thanks to this, the game has invincible potential for effective builds regardless of location or chosen character. Worth reading each skill count for each, so select those that best suit your playstyle, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Many options for customizing characters available for free and premium currency, not necessary to spend real money, as you can redeem the Brigade and receive free rewards. Currently, few active codes that can give you items like coins, respawn tokens, and exclusive avatar. These rewards can help you progress faster and have extra rewards to work with. If you're looking to get the most out of the game, redeeming them is worth it. Be back to check regularly as more codes will be added in the future. Currently, there is 3 Discord codes on this one. The first one being Discord 10K. This redemption code is expired. Rogue Tiers. This redemption code is expired. 730 Zozen. This code is expired. Get the fuck out of here, Game Rant. Destructoid. Yet another site that went away to the dodo during the Valnet buy-ups. Updated September 1st, 2025. Same codes. Fuck out of here. So, no codes for redemption. Does not bode well for people who like playing video games for fun. It wants you to try and play with people in a community, but I suggest not doing that. Pass wants me to begin collecting shit already. No, I do not want to unlock the advanced pass. Fuck you. And now, we have access to Diana. Basic attributes. Basic stuff. But what about your character background? Where's that? No. Nothing. You had to read out for the first characters. I can't read about her. Gay. She uses her assault rifle. I can enter OTS mode using the V key. Diana slams her spear into the ground, unleashing a shockwave that deals 60 times weapon damage power as damage. E and Q marks enemies hit for 5 seconds. Marked enemies take 15% increased damage in OTS and 5% increase in hit fire. Okay. A star-worthy performance on Aurora. This is not what I want.
Got a new target?
Transcendent Spear. Raises the spear, leaps into the air, dives forward into the target area, dealing massive area damage. The longer she charges, the more ultimate skill energy is consumed, and the higher the damage dealt. Electromagic Spear. Diana throws her spear, dealing damage and hit and knocking the enemy back. Spear deals earlier damage upon reaching its maximum distance or when the enemy collides with terrain. Diana then retrieves the spear, successfully catching it, grants 50% E primary charge. Electromagnetic Shield. Generates an electromagnetic shield in front of her, blocking all enemy projectiles for 10 seconds. Restore 1 skill use for every 10 meters moved. V weapon targets do not generate over time. Shield Break Protocol. Diana's ultimate, primary and minor skills can shatter an enemy's viral shield in one hit. When any teammate breaks a viral shield, the whole team gains 1.5 crit damage multi and 0.5 movement speed, stacking up to 10 times, with Yuri and Diana receiving double benefit. And Yuri would be the other character. What are they, sisters? Hollow Sight. Ultimate activates Hollow Sight, increasing power by 30% while it lasts. Next shot is enhanced, dealing massive damage and automatic blocking on enemy weak parts. Rapid Fire Shot. Yuri moves at blinding speeds, firing enhanced round during the dash that automatically homes in on the enemy weak part. Next weapon attack is also enhanced. Phantom Cloak. Cloaks yourself, exiting enemy view, and leaving behind a holographic decoy to distract enemies. Next instance of damage or skill damage is increased by 200%. Increased damage to weak points and individual parts by 15. Yuri's ultimate primary minor skills can each shatter an enemy's viral point. So this one is attack and movement speed. This one is crit multi. This one is technically more of a sniper. Well, this one is an assault rifle. Interesting.
Let me show you what true rock is all about.
And then we have Discount Jinx. Musical Frenzy. Rebella is hyped. Rebella. God. Rebella gains unlimited ammo for 10 seconds, and her fire rate ramps up over the duration. Yes, literally it's Jinx. Thank you. I can tell that by how you designed her. Thanks, China. Chord Strike. Rebella swings her guitar to smash enemies. Its skill is used again in 5 seconds. The second and third parts of the swing are modified, and the damage is still slightly increased. Charge forward and sweep up enemies along the path. When the charge ends, Rebella smashes her guitar into enemies ahead and gains 40% damage reduction and crowd control immunity for 5 seconds. Resounding Revelry. Gaining Revelry in combat with each weapon or hit skill, granting Revelry. When you hit with this, your shot hits get +1. Activating E gets primary 10, additional +5 on hit. Activating C minor gets additional 15, 5 on hit. Activating Q instantly fills Revelry gauge, decaying over time between 50, losing -2 over 2 seconds between 50 and 80, losing 4 between 80 and 100, losing 6. At 60 or above Revelry, increased fire rate. At 50, each shot fires 3 notes. At 80, each shot fires a sound stream. And at 100, release a sound wave that Rebella uses, dealing massive ultimate damage.
Witness the power of the Savior.
Hey, Nix? Hey, Nix? What kind of name is that? Doesn't even seem like Hey, Nix. It reads like Hey, Nichols. Perform 24 targeted attacks against the enemy in a forward area over 3 seconds during skill activation. Press directional keys to move. After moving, Hanix will create 4 virus arms to unleash a powerful targeted attack. So, anime gunslinger with posted Assure arm targeted attack. Fire 2 viral entities along a set trajectory, pulling enemies in and dealing continuous damage. Releasing Spinning Shot, dealing damage to all nearby enemies. Cast skills to gain viral activity. Possessing viral activity allows your shots to automatically lock on enemies. Viral activity decreases as you fire. Virus-infected enemies have a chance to drop viral factors when defeated for each viral factors. And Nichols absorbs. His damage increases by 5 and his allies' damage increases by 1, up to 9 stacks.
Sweet little teddy bear, 2 feet high. Pew pew bad guy, say goodbye.
Literally just Tiny Tina. With a side taste of whoa for the Blue Archive enjoyers. Bomb Buddies. Gloria launches 5 missiles. If toasters or turrets are deployed by ENC on the field, they disassemble and convert into 3 additional missiles. Each disassembled summon leaves behind components. Toasters yield defensive, turrets yield attack components. Attack turret. Prioritizes enemies in OTS mode. Each turret lasts up to 20 seconds, and at most 2 can exist on the field simultaneously. Empowering the turret to deal double damage if you press the button again. Bread Machine. Permitted toaster that periodically spawns bread to restore shields to allies. Each toaster lasts 32 seconds, and at most 1 can exist on the field. It upgrades automatically, increasing restoration speed and range and max shield. When placed, it grants Gloria 70% of her current max shield as a temporary shield. Brilliant Inventor. Create and deploy drones remotely to rescue teammates, with each drone only rescuing 1 teammate at a time. So she's a support character. Literally just the Mexican from Apex Legends. Complete with leg adjustments. Max pilots the rocket and becomes a rocket knight, creating a healing mist in flight to restore health to allies. Rotate the camera to steer the rocket. Press first click to detonate the rocket, and right click to detach. The longer the rocket flies for detonation, greater explosion. When it explodes, it deals an extra 25 damage to breakable parts in the area. If Max is in the blast radius, his health will drop to 1. Then, he'll rapidly recover health, shield, and temporary shield over 3 seconds. Deadly roll. Perform a forward roll and deal area damage where you end up. Lose 16% of max HP with use. You'll feel your 30% of lost HP and randomly receive one of the following 3 enhancements: a damage boost, a speed boost, or a control boost. Max becomes invincible and gains the following effects based on his HP. At less than 70, he becomes manic. At less than 40, he becomes frenetic. At 1, he instead becomes hysterical. After Max becomes hysterical, the effect persists for 10 seconds, even if he regains health in the meantime. When he is invincible, upon receiving fatal damage, he immediately restores max HP and becomes invulnerable for 3 seconds, triggered every 3 minutes. When he's manic, he gains power. When he's frenetic, he gains power and movement speed. When he's hysterical, he gains power, movement speed, and crit rate and crit damage. What an interesting playstyle. We already know what the Colonel does, but what is his passive? Landing 20 weak hits restores 1 primary charge of E. When Colonel attacks weakened enemies, its entire body is considered a weak part, so it makes it possible to target enemies and make them all light up. And then, Titty Assassin! Thrill the Hunt. Slash at 5 random enemies with an attack. Sheath the sword, dealing area damage, ball in range. Each hit reduces cooldown with minor skill. Shadow Sprint by 1. Untargetable and immune to damage during this attack. The Blade of Destiny. Unleashing the blade blasts forward. Each hit reduces the cooldown with minor skill. Shadow Sprint can chain up to 3 consecutive attacks. And then Shadow Sprint. Charge forward, deal area damage along the way. Blade is untargetable and immune to damage during this attack. Lethal Instinct, primary skill, Blade of Destiny, and ultimate skill, Thrill of the Hunt. Reduce the cooldown of minor skill, Shadow Sprint, upon dealing damage. So, futuristic Katarina, where her hips definitely do lie, and barely has anything on. Literally out here with her toes out.
Aurora is here.
It's crazy. And we already know what Aurora does, which is your bodysuit waifu. Battleborn is still the only game that does the hero PvE shooter well, huh? Rest in peace, Battleborn! It's actually sick.
Don't keep the star idle.
So, what we have here...
Another game already.
Shut your ass up, Aurora! Tell me what to do. So, what we have here is another Chinese game designed
Score.
for whales.
Is that simple?
Thank you, Aurora. Very nice of you. Can you shut the hell up now? Thank you. The next mission is critical. First, choose your preferred character. Shut your ass up, Aeon! So, what we have here is a Chinese spin the roll knockoff that takes all the caveats that you expect out of things like the First Descendant and puts it into a banner-based game loop that encourages people who don't want to pay and spend money to play a group-based game to have power fantasy with playing attractive male and female characters, and also a small waifu. According to the game sites, this game has been available for a while, and yet, upon doing just a simple Google search on any of the codes that would be available in other such games, similar to the ones ran by NetEase, where this game is not a NetEase game, ironically enough, it is a Level Infinite game published by Level Infinite and developed by Pew Pew Games, which this is the only game that they've developed. And Level Infinite has published other games such as Undawn on June 13th of 2023 and Terminull Brigade of this year on July 29th. They have another game called Dread Meridian coming on January 2026, created by the developers Kurk Game, which is will be their own game as well. So, Japanese, Chinese, Korean game development with a game demo that plays like, supposedly, Phasmophobia. where you will be searching for your twin while facing betrayal and mutated researchers. Set inside of an Orgoblian frozen wasteland inspired by Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness. So, Chinese game, with the majority of opinions people are giving about the game literally being, I hate this game, it's bloat and spyware, I only downloaded it so that I could get the reward quest for orbs. From what I can tell, there is an interesting game loop and design. I can't say more until we've experienced it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give the game 3 hours total. We've technically started the stream and we're at 1 hour 46 minutes. So it's got another hour and 30 minutes. And then we're going to move on to something else, chat. On first initiative and on first glance, is it bad? I think I don't need it holding my hand all that goddamn much. But bad? I don't think it's bad. I think it has a specific niche. Well, it probably has the same problem that all games have when they are designed like this. They're overwhelming. They're really overwhelming. And they expect way too much of you. And ask way too much of you.
Focus on the bounty.
And as such, it is very concerning that the game asks a lot of you like this. Okay, so the right click is on here. So, gain 1 charge when hit, trigger an explosion after 1, blah 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 blah. Fire an energy orb that attaches to enemies or surfaces. When shooting the orbs, projectiles will be linked to nearby enemies, dealing double weapon damage. Support explodes after 2 hits. So that's that.
Got a new target?
Her right click, enter RTS mode, slam the spear, Hunter's Mark. Righteous. So it wants me to do a main story, and it wants me to clear all the way to 1.5. After perfect clearing exploration mode, Ring City 121 high energy moments will be unlocked in corrective action, virus friendly and training disorders for the current season. As battle resorts, we can assume turbocharge boosters during triggered high energy moment and granting double drop rewards for gears and cores. And every day at 5 o'clock at UTC plus 8, receive 2 supercharged boosters, accumulating even before unlocking high energy moment. Every Monday at 5 UTC plus 8, all supercharged boosters in your account will be cleared. So the game gives you a full week to use these double drops. Okay? Whatever. The game wants me to go through what it currently calls exploration mode. Corrective action, it will be unlocked when I get to 121. And then Chains of Disorder requires me to clear 20 corrective action floors to unlock it. And then something called Virus Friendly, which requires 10 of those to be unlocked. And then a classic mode, where gear effects are disabled. So this is, I guess, the story mode. So I would compare this kind of game loop to something similar to actual gachas. So, it's a free-to-play gacha for the computer. It has most of its features giving you a lot of freedom in playing at your own pace. It gives you an option of a free character when you first start. And then, as a part of this current season, they give you the option of getting your own character. And then that character gets an optimal legacy skin. It's not quite private server status, but it is very much please spend money on me status. It's not like the bonus packs that most gachas will try to sell you on day one. It's certainly not of any value either, since it's all almost completely skins. So, whaling, I think the only value there is when it gives you something that would have you have the opportunity to get something really good for your rolls, which I don't know what that looks like. And it appears that your settings and your features are locked behind doing progression. So, in here, you unlock the gear slot on doing the 3rd mission. You unlock ability module features on the 5th mission. You unlock Rogue Tier Blade on doing 110, nothing in Central Tower, nothing in Corporation, and then when you get the Suppression Field, you then get to do Corrective Action. So you have at least 3 things locked in here. Then when you get to 2-2, in 2-5, you get to unlock your ring slot. In 2-10, you unlock your bracelet slot. Nothing inside of here to 2-15. And then 2-16, you unlock the necklace slot and rope to your max. Protostar, nothing in here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. But you do get rewards for doing first clears. And then, the final chapter, assuming that you've done your stuff here, I suppose, you get to have rewards that are possible for resetting, converting, and refactoring, getting random gear sets up to a legendary quality, terminal codes, or terminal coins, codes, and this is probably as simple as comparative to the game loop of playing on the base difficulty for the First Descendant. Which means whatever is in here is a culmination of everything you've done along the way. So, Ring City, Nightmare, Hell. Hell gives you Angel Locator. Don't know what the fuck that does. But apparently, it gives you the ability to pinpoint the location of the Chain of Disorder within Terminull's vast network to use as an admission ticket for the season-exclusive mode of Chain of Disorder Viral Core 6th Angel. Same thing with using this as a ticket for the season-exclusive mode of Chains of Disorder. Then random gear up to a little quality. Same thing with Wasteland. Same thing with Protostar. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So you've got gear mechanics, you've got skill layers, you've got the layering of other skills played by other players. The game basically has you playing by yourself. You can have the option to play with friends. It's very straightforward. Seems pretty simple. I'm not sure how you could really fuck it up. But I guess we're gonna find out. Ultimate level increased by 2. What does that mean, game?
Show me something. I'm not ready yet. Reloading. Show me something.
I guess I should attach that to a boss enemy. Collect intel.
Where do you think you're going? Show me something. Woohoo! Lift off! I'm not ready yet. Show me something.
Yes, I should definitely use that on boss.
Kapow!
And I don't know why they don't just automatically let me pick those up. Because there's a chance that I could forget them. Short-ass levels. Obviously, if it's a final mode, it must connect all these levels together to make them into a full map. Because why did you develop all those stage parts if they're just going to be this straightforward? 1 deal damage to frozen enemy, 5% chance to get a hailstorm. Health, primary skill damage. Arbiter of music damage, reload speed. Skill crit damage multi. Telling me to go check the event. Use Arbor security and extra perks once in a run. I've gotten 10 points. So I gotta do all this. Wants me to do a run with somebody in a team. Almost me to reach proficiency level 4 with the character. Defeat enemies. Invest 1,200 code into ability modules. 7-day sign-in. Premium. Reward bonus. So now we go here into equips. I can now have a helmet. And a chest. Let me just keep using the same character. To the next. To be honest, I've played worse games, chat. I'm not seeing the reason why all those people left those comments inside of the Steam shop. This seems like one of those cases of them just not really wanting to give the game a chance. Certainly, I've played better looter shooters, but, like,
Hey newbie, catch this.
as far as a collective game goes, I'm not seeing the justification for hatred.
Yeah, show me something. Hey,
Ha 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 ha.
reload. Yeah. Where do you think you're going? Show me something. Yeah.
Collect more intel.
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't tell me anything about the intel I'm collecting.
Yeah. Can't touch me. Show me something. Woohoo! Lift off. Yeah. Hey, best friends stick together. Show me something. Yeah. Reloading. Show me something. Yeah. I'm not ready yet. Show me something. Where do you think you're going? Next room.
And dead. Skill chip, warrior belt, knee pads. Fun. I'm literally not getting a chance to use my ultimate, unlike in the beginning. Felt this with Zenless Zero in any of the Hoyo games. I haven't touched the Hoyo games, and I have no plan on touching the Hoyo games in the future. Within 5 seconds of reloading, weapon crit rate goes to 20%, weapon crit damage multiplier goes to 30. Grants Fortune Burst. What is Fortune Burst? Hold view details. Does it tell me? No. Minor, C minor inflicts Thunder Strike to receive random enemy near the starting point, dealing too much damage. Ice Piercing, skill damage plus 20, with plus 2 active perks of Arbiter of Security, skill damage gains an extra 10, and nothing on the knee pads. Congrats, you unlocked a new skill chip. Go here to unlock it. That's what I was going to do anyways, games. Goddamn. Like, can a man be able to equip his own equipment in his own time? Clearly not. No speed chip. And now, the virology lab. Boop 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 boop. Teleports. It's a gorilla man. Rampaging test subject Reaper. What is he reaping? Potato chips?
Show me something. Yeah, don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Hey, best friends stick together.
And dead. And still no chance to use my ultimate. Skill chip. Skill chip. Weapon chip. Skill chip. Whee! Shows my buffs in the top left corner, but I'm not looking at the top left corner. And now I have an ability module. I received speed chip. Weapon chip with nothing. Fortune, speed chip, narrow escape. When using the evasion skill, summon a crit ball that deals 3 instances of 420. Smoke weed every day. Damage. These hits are guaranteed crits and benefit from the 1.5 skill crit multiplier. Gain the effect Fortune and Boost. What is Fortune Burst? This gears Arbiter Constellation active first at level +1. Compress reload. Reloading triggers steam compression. Max attack gains up to 450 bonus damage. This gears Arbiter Music active perk +1. Ability module unlocked. Yes, I noticed, Aeon. Thank you. Eliminate viruses to get code, which can be activated by ability modules. Talents are split into different branches, each corresponding to a different upgrade path. Oh, joy. So we got upgrade paths too? Already with the Path of Exile accusations. Talents are split into branches, corresponding to upgrade paths. Once you collect enough code, you can even unlock additional talents. Remember to overwrite my ability modules when you have enough code. So we have a cooldown, health, shield, reduction of damage, enhancement of healing, increased reduction, increased recovery tree, weapon power base tree, a skill power tree, an arbiter and status effect tree, a loot tree, and here, with what seems only be relevant to classic mode, something to do with perks. Interesting. Receive additional 100, 150, 200 coins. That seems viable. After receiving a normal enemy, receive 2 more coins. After defeating the boss, receive more coin. After defeating the lead enemy, reserve more coin. Get more extra coin. Containers have a 5% chance of dropping healing items. Upon collecting a complete set of relics, immediately gain 400 coins plus per run. What does that mean? We'll stop that path there. Increase max shield, increase max health, increase healing of healing items, reduce damage taken, rescue teammates, nullify fatal damage, be rescued, restored more HP, enemies have a greater chance of dropping healing items, restore health after clearing an area, after defeating an enemy with a skill, reduce damage taken by a percentage. When shield drops to 0, increase movement speed by 2% for 3, 4 by 3, 6 by 3, no more than once than every 120 seconds. Overload shot, increase damage, increase primary E damage, increase ultimate damage, increase weak point strike. Energy expansion, get skill charge increase of E by 1 to the bitter end. When you get HP lower than 20, every 3 enemies defeated, you can grant 1 HP, increase the chance of encountering rare higher enemy perks by 10. Health does not fall below 1 while you're rescuing a teammate. Restore 10% primary skill energy per level. Increase power, paralyze, increase by arbiter type obtained, skill crit, ultimate charge efficiency, skill power from base talents. Primary charge, still crit rate, rapid recovery to recover ammo, crit rate, after reloading increase fire rate, increasing reload speed, increasing weapon crit damage, increasing weapon fire rate, increasing weapon power from base talents. So I think we go towards excellence. Go here. And go here. Required known levels of 12. One, two, let's bust these. Thought I could be able to buy up to it, just don't have enough. That's okay. And now I unlock this. So it's a simple skill tree. Not really much thought needs to be put into it. Another one. Perfect clear any 5 exploration modes. What does it mean to perfect clear? Just not dying? Enemy normal back to ability. What do you want me to look at? None of this is sticking out to me, game. Alright. Here we have the speed chip. We do this, even though we have no charmed damage. Look at this. Compression. Pull details. Now you can see. Lucky Burst. On crit, you additionally deal 30% of the damage as fixed area damage, triggered every 0.2 seconds. Interesting. Minor skill damage, wealth roulette damage. We'll do this. We'll keep that. I'll give these to her. For now, I list. Since those ones suck. Now, we'll go to the next ring, right? Yes. Where we then get Blade. Like that matters. It's showing me I have 3 more achievements, or that I'm level 3. Get Intel 4. These are the story bits. Tier A Intel. Showing me different pieces from which they got from. Okay. And it looks like you can have up to 3 people in a party. Recruitment, invite friend. So, 3-man lobby clearing. Very interesting. Let's keep going. Certainly at some point I'm going to hit a wall and it's going to be like, you're going to have to power farm this much to be able to do this much damage and this much progression, right? Because the fact that they gave me an option to gain more money upon starting a level means that there's a lot of farming involved. Because it costs a lot of money to invest in.
Show me, hey! Best friends stick together. Hey newbie, catch this. Show me something. Reloading. Where do you think you're going? Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Hey, newbie, catch this. Show me something. Can't touch me.
I had to fall off the level to collect that one. So, somehow, better investment on pathing than the pathing inside of the First Descendant. For certain.
Hey, best friends stick together.
Lots of items dropping all over the ground. Lots of items dropping all over the ground. So the greens have nothing. The blues have something. Ooh, armor slots. I know. Game, I know. I've already done it, game. Game, please. Game, please. Please, stop. Stop it. Okay. Damage caused by Arbiter Thunder increases by 30%. When Chain Lightning hits final enemy for every unused conduction, damage increased by 15%. I saw this thing. What is Source Strike? Flame ability granted by a Wasteland perk that deals massive area damage. Let's give her that one. And then we give her this one. It's fine. Repulse and Impact. Force enemies back without interrupting their skills. Monsters take reduced damage when they repulse and collide with other objects and monsters. Do the ability string, because it's still highlighted. Slightly more code to make more money with, but I don't care. And event screen. Arbiter stuff. Another one. Defeated more enemies. Got another. Invest 1200 code in ability modules. Almost done. Reach proficiency level 4 on a character. Claim this. Explore Painted Street and clear 1010 Secret Alley. Okay. So far, it feels like they're really giving you this impression that you're really invincible and nothing bad can happen to you. The controls feel floaty with the character. I feel like I'm not putting in that much effort to avoid damage. It's basically 5-button press gameplay.
I'm not ready yet. Show me something. Reloading.
It feels like the automatic damage is what does the majority of the work for you. That's not getting picked up. Unless... Nope, that's not getting picked up. Nice fucking model! So I picked up 2 things. So that should be left behind. No, it automatically gained it. So I don't have to pick them up at all? I don't have to pick them up at all. Summon Missile Cube, which fires 1 tracking missile upon reloading, dealing 1,193 damage skill damage. Triggers once every 0.3 seconds for every 50 plus magazine capacity. Tracking missile count increases by 1 to a maximum of 4. Arbiter Thunder active skill point to that number. Okay? Seems like I don't know what the fucking Arbiter skill is, and I should figure that out.
Time to focus on the bounty.
Sort these by rarity. I can dismantle ones by certain type. So the greens. And then here's me gaming the Dim Fear fragments for gear packs. Gear refactored. This is where I guess get new affixes. So ultimate skill damage. This seems fine. How does one level proficiency just by playing? Yeah? Yes. So it wants me to get the character to here. I have 700 XP to go. Then whatever this is. Then whatever this is. Looks like this weapon has a different effect. Enter OGS mode, fire a data bullet every 10 seconds, dealing weapon power as damage after hitting 8 enemies in a row. Increase weapon damage by 10 by hitting 16 in a row. Increase weapon damage by 45. So it seems like that does a different effect if I equip a different weapon.
Break a leg, break a record.
Yes. So these different weapons have different effects. But in order to unlock them, I have to unlock them in proper places. And this one is locked behind Tycho coins, which can be exchanged with platinum coins. So this is a currency that's tied to premium currency. We have found the first data loop. You missed Genshin Impact combat? I don't know, man. Never touched Genshin Impact. Never needed to. But that doesn't mean I'm knocking the rest of you that choose to play it.
Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Show me some. Yeah. Can't touch me.
I wanted to see if I could get something by landing on top of it.
Show me something. Hey, gotta reload. Yeah.
Teleport.
Woohoo! Lift off.
I double tap that.
Show me something. Yeah. Where do you think you're going? Yeah. Show me something. I'm not ready yet. Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Hey, best friends, show me together. Yeah. Next room.
So we're going to test this. I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to see if it automatically picks them up. Yes, it does. So, it is very, very, very much like gacha gameplay. Just press and go, press and go, press and go, press and go. But not like gacha banners, like Devil Download Liberation. No, this one is much more simplified for brain rot. Never stop spending money on a Hoyo game again. First gotcha didn't even know the concept existed at the time. See, I've never touched a Hoyo game, so I don't know.
Hey, newbie.
I just know
Show me something.
that if I can enjoy a game, I can spend my time on it.
Loading.
But after playing Devil Downloader, and then seeing how that game fell off,
Hey, this
as well as other games like it, my soul is definitely in the hands of grinding gear games. So it automatically picks up the money and the experience.
Woohoo! Lift off! Show me something. Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Show me something. Where do you think you're going? I'm not ready yet. Enemies, kapow!
Mao. Literally fudged and owned. Disseminated, defenestrated, dog walked. Power Surge. Each time a weapon attack hits, gain 1 stack of Power Surge. You stack of Power Surge increase weapon damage by 6.6. For every 30% extra magazine capacity, Power Surge max stacks +1 up to 25. Is that better than the one she currently has equipped? For every 4 weapon attacks, next weapon attack deals an instance of Chain Lightning. No. What about compared to her? Maybe. I haven't touched her yet, so I don't know what it feels like. We'll find out eventually. And now we're at room 10. And another boss. In the same arena again.
All my prey.
Woohoo! Lift off! Hey, show me something. Can't touch me. Hey, gotta reload.
And cutscene. Oh no! Her clothes are running off! Oh no! She's wearing a thong!
Witness true power. I am the one and only Blade.
Hey, newbie, catch this. Show me something. Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. I'm not ready yet. Show me something. Show me something. Hey, newbie, catch this.
Trying to run.
I'm not ready.
Not trying that hard.
Where do you think you're going?
Nowhere.
Show me something. Reloading. Next room.
Whee!
Isn't over yet.
Brigade. We. So, extremely straightforward account progression. The enemy literally dog walked, but I'm getting mostly what I can only assume is dog shit. And now we have another character. Which means another person to outload. Achievements. You need 100 achievement points to claim a reward. What is the reward? So, there are account rewards for stuff, which is giving achievement points and code. What is the reward? Okay, so we have even more systems of rewards, which includes bullshit achievements. Why do I need those? So literally the same as the same level account design as the First Descendant. Meaningless achievement point rewards to gain code, cycle points in a small amount, and then a profile background for Neon. Yeah, like that matters. And then the story shit. And this rewards Tycho coins. And code. And more Tycho coins. Relic effect. Max shield 15%. They didn't go over what relics are. Reload speed 30%. Relic effect, weapon weak part damage 23%. Okay. And then more. The pass is lit up because it wants me to do what? Nothing. Buy purchase levels. No. Missions. Perfect tier 10 battles. I did that. Okay. Thanks, game. Premium. Terminal project. Claim. Our points here. Now we can redeem the combat suit for the character. Now we have the achievement of having the skin. And then supplies. Fragments, fragments. So profile background and avatars require more fragments to unlock stuff for than getting another character and the award suit. Honestly, there have been plenty of games that I've seen where they have tried to cost you an arm and a leg for shit where this is the inverse, right? So you gain a character and you gain an event skin. In a gacha, if this were a banner, this would be like $100 whale investment. Let's be critical. This would be a $100 whale investment in the First Descendant. If you were buying it as a part of an actual random chance banner. A 1.33% chance out of a frequent resplendent number chance between star ratios of 3-star to 4-star to 5-star to 5-star double S to 5-star Omega Plus Deluxe double S. Let's be serious. Hands on the table. We all know that's how that would cost. Credit where credit's due. Assuming that you want people to play this game, and you want them to keep playing it, since it seems that this is a little bit of that Maple Story magic. You're giving people free shit to try and get them hooked, and hope that they continue playing to level up and at least log in every day, the same way that other games do. Comparing this to the same shit I saw inside of Fragpunk, I think this is less invasive, but I think it's also more irritating, because it's just more stuff and more stuff and more stuff for you to click on. I think I had the same experience with Strinova, but at least Strinova characters were all free to play from the start. Now, caveat there, Strinova is a PvP game. This is a PvE game only. Fragpunk is basically 5-on-5, or is it 6-on-6? No, I think it was 6-on-6. Search and destroy with game-changing powers that manipulate the playfield and play encounters, which was really depressing because I thought it was going to be team deathmatch, and it wasn't. Between this and something like Mecha Break, which I'll probably test sometime next week, the week after next, actually, because Exile 2 is coming up, and I'm about to be a fucking statue yet again. Between that and something like Mecha Break, I don't know what would bring somebody to probably play those ones over this one, because I think people are getting really fucking tired of PvP games. This is just PvN, so it's not asking anything more of you than you would already be doing playing a game like Warframe. But I think the question you have to ask yourself is, what's keeping you playing this game over playing something else like Warframe? It definitely deserves to have its chance, and it probably has an audience, but I'm not sure if I'm particularly in that accessible audience. But hey, we got the skin. Might as well check out the character. I received Galactic Voyager knee pads. Interesting. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I think we're upgrading here. Prerequisite node needs to go to 12? Where it needs nodes that go to 12. It needs nodes that goes to 12. Let's go to 20. Another one. This one is for spinning code. Gain 1,000 code. This only locks over days of unlocking. And this is supposed to be an unlock to get an ultimate weapon skin for doing all the days. So now this character has her stuff.
Got a new target? I'll humor you. Time to focus on the bounty.
It's just a 1-to-1 complete change. Gets a doll too. He changes the profile entirely.
I never miss.
No skin. No skin. She's almost at the point of proficiency. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Now I go to her. Lightning attack. And this is Mr. QB. And almost nothing here. Take some magazine capacity, because I think that works with it. Yes, it does. Frozen enemies colliding with other enemies have a 10% chance to apply 1 stack of acceleration. Let's do this, because it already has some correlation. How about the here? Keep leveling this character. Claim. Now go to 15. Side mission. Use Arbiter of Thunder's Throws perk 10 times and run, blah 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 blah. Pan's perk, Duo perk, Alleel's perk. Defeat enemies using Aurora in all-around development. Clear Secret Ellie. Defeat 100 elite enemies. And then this is doing the transfer station and clearing different places. Okay. So that just gets done on the side. Let's go. It's got another 15 minutes. What do we feel, chat? What's the group consensus?
Hey, best friends stick together. Show me something. Hey, gotta reload. Show me something. Show me something. Show me something. Hey, I'm not ready yet. Hey, newbie, catch this. Show me something. Enemies, kapow.
Another wasteland top. Raise your proficiency level. Let's take a look. Access the proficiency page. Each rogue tier has 9 proficiency levels, with proficiency from XP in combat. Claim the proficiency level reward, which is receiving this. Learn more about the story by purchasing the level. Use this to search the level. So the story is just a story, it's not even filling out anything. That's wild. And this now gives me access to a better bonus. Do I have to equip it? Apparently not. Source strike damage. I'll make her trade. That way she can get sword strike. Archkivi, which is on you. Or is it? Let's go with this one. So now her level's jacked up sooner. Let's switch weapon. No opinion? Wow, chat. I would have thought you all would have had an opinion about the game. Especially since I'm playing it to test it for you! A blue, 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 blue.
Can't touch me. Show me something. Hey, newbie. I'm not ready yet.
There are alerts going off my phone.
Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Show me something. Can't touch me. Hey, best friends stick together.
We pushed. We got pushed. That's wild.
Show me something. Next room. Hey, gotta reload.
Helmet. Each instance of diagonals determines extra random damage. Dealing damage to frozen enemies. Trigger hailstorm. Let's give this to you. Wants me to look at ability again. Let's go there. And let's go here. Let's go there. And go there. And that's good. Modules updated. Now we get to the bitter end. The way the combat looks satisfaction, but that might be because I like seeing big number. It's like an arcade version of Diablo. Specifically Diablo 3.
Reloading.
Oh, I can actually reload faster if I do it in the blue area.
Call from Elijah
Don't worry, folks. Aurora is here. Show me something. Woohoo! Lift off.
And you can fail it. I wonder if I leave these down, if they'll get collected at the end of the mission. They should, right? And those are consumables. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. I can't count. I was counting the storyline clue. So those 3 should get picked up automatically.
Can't touch me. Hey, show me something. Hey, best friends stick together. Don't worry, but I'm not ready yet. Hey, gotta reload. Show me something. Hey, newbie, catch this. Enemies, kapow.
So 3, 4, 5. Yep. Picks them up automatically. I received a lot of shit for this one. Ring City Black Market Merchant's Amulet. Every 40 times Arbiter of Thunder deals damage, the next instance from Arbiter triggers automatic Hailstorm. Escapades, blah blah blah, Hyena Rings. So that's a full set. That's also a set. All lightning shit. Yep, all lightning shit. Wow. You obtain a quick gear set that forms an Order of Thunder build. Please equip it now. Go to gear mode. Open weapon list. Equip each piece of the Arbiter of Thunder gear. I mean, I guess it fits her. So I guess I lock this. Okay, so that's her set, which makes it a lot easier to do the other person. Speed chip. I still have Source Strike, right? No? I changed it? I'm retarded? She has first strike. That's fine. So common, uncommon. Ah, there's a second key. I'm blind. And then I have to go do the exploration thing to get the ability to unlock those slots. Now we get another one. Where did we? Does it send me to this one? No. So, this, and that is a terminal decoder from the Terminull vault. Advanced weapon gear. Being epic boss that drops gear only grants plus 2 extra pieces. Can drop against extra gear 2 units to change the sword. Gain 1 extra gear cheese. There's a chance to get the same. So I get this. Using 2 gifts. Terminal project. Bonus. Unlocked offs. Bonus get settlement rewards. Extra revives. Additional season entry items. Don't care. What is this? Tycho Cache. Another fucking layer of things. Lord have mercy. You may only claim 1 reward every week from each following reward sets on Exclamation Mode, Corrective Action, and Viral Frenzy. If you select Tycho Directive, the reward will be able to use words from Exclamation Mode, Corrective Action, and Viral Frenzy for this Tycho Cache run. Make your choice carefully. Uh-huh. So legendary gearbox. And if you trade for the cache, for the cipher, you get this shit. What is battle plan? The event reward shit. Yes. To the day of the disturbances, memory data from another world is scattered across the terminals. These anomalies ask users to search for memory fragments. I have earned, or we as a community have earned enough to get this. I unlocked Ring City Black Market Merchant's Bracelet. Skill damage. The Arbiter of Music damage, primary skill damage, skill charge rate. Duo's perks, charm enemies generate fog of desire on them, can trigger the blah 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 blah. When E hits primary target, increase the ultimate charge by 1.5 as a unique effect. Based. Login for a day. Defeat monsters. Hit their weak points. Get an event pack shard or a memory fragment. And refactor. Log in for 8 days. Perfectly clear battles. Log in for 2 days. Make 10 purchases in the shop. Why would I need to do that? Log in for 3 days. Complete 10 bosses. Break a boss's resilience bar 3 times. 4 days. 3 battles. Weak points. 5 days. 50 monsters. 10 bosses. 6 days, 10 purchases in the shop, resilience bar 3 times, log in 7 days, perfect leaf battle, weak point shots. Why are you trying to make me buy shit? What is the point behind making me buy shit inside the shop? More importantly, what counts as purchasing things in the shop? Okay. I have terminal decoders from the vault, which means I should get the ability to roll on certain things. This is using normal decoders. This is using the terminal decoders that just I just gained. One. I get an accessory for a gun that I cannot use because I don't have the character. So I'll use words and not repeat. Buy. Treasure box. Receive. Terminal decoder for data vault decoding. No. I have them already. Why do I need to have exactly 3 in order to open? Huh? Interesting. I have to have exactly 3? Okay, weird. Yep, I have to have exactly 3, so it says. And over here, I only need to have 1 to open 1. And it has default guaranteeing of epic or above on 10 tries. Okay. Let's try this one. Now there's a gift box. And a costume for a character that I can't play. Very nice. Joke of a joke. Fucking hell. So, back to you, Battle Plan. No. So, it wants me to make purchases in the shop. And it doesn't want me to be able to get to the next tier unless I do the thing it's asking. So I literally cannot go to the next thing unless all 3 of these are completed, supposedly. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here! Okay, it looks like we found the problem. They unironically are trying to force you to buy shit in the cash shop in order to participate in a basic fucking event. And mandate that you have to do it or you can't progress on the event chart. Oh, that's greedy. Oh, that's greedy. Oh, that's a refreshing level of evil. Oh my god. Oh, GG, nigga. Oh, it might be fun to play every once in a while, but no, 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 negatory. No, sir. No, sir, me Bob. We don't do that out here. We don't do that out here. I don't know where the fuck they thought they get that from, but we don't do that here. Who the fuck do you think you are? Mandating that I have to pay you money in order to play a basic fucking event pass. Okay, I get to cash out on one fucking roll on each of them. And then, by having done that, what? I can only be allowed to get this on each one differently. So I miss out automatically on Event Pack 3 and Event Pack 2 and Event Pack 3? Because you decided I'm not allowed to? Are these based on day unlocks? Because it apparently says unlocks upon completing mission group. But the mission group isn't marked as complete until this is done. So, this is open and 7 unlocks in 14 hours, which means it unlocks tomorrow, question mark? And then this unlocks in a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You're going down a progression line for all of these unlocks, right? Because this is obviously based on end and repeat movie trilogy. So, you want people to pay one, because I could have swear it's on each of them, because it's one here, another here. So you want them to pay 2, 4, 6, 8 different times, 8 times 10, 80 purchases in the shop. Let's pray, chat. Chat, we're going to pray. We're going to pray together. Let's pray that I'm retarded and that the purchases don't require me to pay shit like that. Okay? Let's hope and pray that I'm retarded and there's a different way for me to make purchases in the shop. Okay? Let us hope and pray that there's something I'm missing. It does not appear to be the case. Nope. Not a single bit of currency for any total based on what I gained on in-game currency. Nor nada. So, you want people to pay real world money to gain currency to play the events. You nickel and dime them on an unlock. If it weren't for this event, I wouldn't get this character. You gave me this character. Maybe I get another few of these characters down the line. But at most, I would have unlocked maybe, because you give me this character, so I would have unlocked 2 characters. 3 total. I wouldn't have gotten to do the event to its maximum. And you want me to power grind and farm. With various levels of content that demands that I play the game for a minimum amount of time to get the content to do it, following along the main story, and all the side missions, to farm out on a mode that goes across exploration, corrective, chain, and viral. And apparently, to do these, I have to have a pass to go into them that I get from doing Terminull. Yeah, that's looking like a GG. That's looking like a GG. And we already hit 3-hour mark. Where I got played. I don't see any value to going further. Because this is where it unlocks the gear slot, the ring slot, the bracelet slot, and shit like that. But I don't see the reason to continue playing. Well then. Well then. I believe making people pay money is the GG. No re. Just go ahead and double tap that guy in the head. Just a straight double tap to the dome. 700 Discord orbs in my inventory. But man, that's depressing. That's depressing. Goodbye, Terminull. It was great while we knew you. Not like that undoes the fact that I have an account. But I value my sanity over the 34.36 gigabyte space that you take up on my terabyte hard drive. Wow. Fucking wow. Anyways, 2:29, 3 hours. I said we were going to change to do something else. That something else we were doing is ending the stream and starting back up. And moving on to deliverables. Which would be brain cells, brain cells, brain cells. No straight roads. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back.